The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome into Sacred Heart Basketball on a early season game here, early season 2024. I'm Adam Coulter along with Avery Cadle. And on the home floor tonight for the first time in this 2023-24 campaign. Thanks for joining us here with Salina Post and our presenting sponsor, Salina Orthopedic and Sports.
So it was a 12-minute warm-up instead of 13 because we were in reset.
Coming up tonight, Minneapolis and Sacred Heart.
3 minutes back or start at 6.
A couple of undefeated teams, the Minneapolis girls, and then later on the Sacred Heart boys will come in 6-0. But first, in our girls game, and well, Minneapolis 6-0 on the season, 2-0 in the NCAA League with victories over Ellsworth and Republic County before the holiday break. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart comes in with a record of 3-3, 0-1 as they fell to Southeast of Saline right before the holiday break. Sacred Heart on the road, though. Some good teams they faced. Their big win, it came back in December as they went to defending state champion, number 6 ranked girls team in 2A, and upended Breen Academy with an upset there on the road. They're 3-3 again. Just a poor performance as far as the points. Just struggled with the points in that last game, 35-25, as they lost at Southeast of Saline. But a new year, but an old rival, as Minneapolis gets set to take on Sacred Heart here coming up tonight. We'll take a break. We will come back and talk more about this one and also the starters and the opening tip-off coming your way. This is Sacred Heart Basketball as you're watching and listening to it on Salina Post, presented by Salina Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State, excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up from the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges. We do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, generallabor.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity.
To welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Mowry Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MowryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Mowry.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
And welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. As you'll be watching and listening to it here this evening, thanks for joining us on the stream. Adam Coulter here courtside, Avery Cadle on the camera once again this season as we are back in action. And interesting little tidbit that kind of struck me during the day earlier was simply that by the time we get to Friday night and that third game of the week, as Sacred Heart takes on Minneapolis at home tonight, St. John Beloit on Thursday, also here at home, and then Friday, we'll go out to Hayes out west to take on Thomas More Prep with Sacred Heart. And by the time we get to Friday night after those games, the Knights will have had more basketball games this week than days of school, as many of the area's schools, including USD 305 here in Salina, USD 306 Southeast of Saline, and USD 307 El Saline in the area, along with Sacred Heart. For many of those schools, well, I can say for sure for Salina schools and also Sacred Heart, they don't go back till Thursday, so an interesting little deal. Sacred Heart will have more nights, more basketball games each for the boys and the girls than they will days of school this week. But again, looking ahead, Minneapolis here tonight, St. John Beloit here Thursday night, and then on the road at TMP out in Hayes on Friday night. Starting for the girls for Sacred Heart, actually going to go ahead and take one more quick break, and we will come back and again go over the starters here and have the opening tip-off. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physician help staying active, or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides? See one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your just the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
For the home whites, just the second time all season the Knights have got to wear those. They did wear those in one of the games. That was the second game of the 3 games they played back in Chamonix at the Irish Classic back in early December. But for the Knights, the minutes and seconds to tip off. Starting for Sacred Heart is Katie Weiss, a 5'7" senior. Katie averaging 15.6 points per game. Actually, the leading scorer for Sacred Heart here on the young season. Also starting for the Knights is Megan Torrey, a 5'9" senior. Megan Torrey, the starter, the low-scoring starter of the group, just averaging a point per game, but great defender and doing some of the work, so to speak, doesn't go in the stat book. But again, Megan Torrey starts tonight for Sacred Heart. Skylar Douglas, 5'7" and a sophomore, starting here tonight. Skylar averaging 10 points per game. Also tonight, Avery Eshelman will start, 6'1" and a senior. Second leading scorer, averaging 11 points per contest. And Adlin Lee starts tonight, 5'3" and a freshman, and she is averaging just over 6 points per game for Sacred Heart. So Again, Katie Weiss, Megan Torrey, Skylar Douglas, Adeline Lee, and Avery Eshelman. Weiss a 5'7" senior. Torrey a 5'9" senior. Douglas a 5'7" sophomore. Also, Lee is a 5'3" freshman, and Avery Eshelman, 6'1", and a senior. And meanwhile, for Minneapolis, they will start tonight. Very experienced team, and all juniors and seniors, as they will start Josie Schrader, 5'4" junior. Brady Weatherman, 5'4", also a junior. Micah Durant, 5'9" and a senior. Macy McClure, 5'6" and a junior. And Maggie Shoup, 5'7" and a senior. And again, coming into the game, Minneapolis with wins in the NCAA league over Ellsworth and Republic County, respectively. They come in 6-0 overall, 2-0 in the NCAA league. Head coach Ryan Weatherman. Meanwhile, for Sacred Heart, they come in 3-3, 0-1 so far in the NCAA league. Their second league game coming up tonight. And they are head coached by Carl Hines. Knights will be in the home whites. Minneapolis, the road blues with the red trim. The Knights, the home whites with the gold trim. Gold lettering and numerals for Sacred Heart. White numerals and letters for Minneapolis. It's both teams huddling it up, and our first of three this week. Again, St. John Beloit also at home on Thursday, and back out on the road again out to Hayes and TMP coming up on Friday night here in this first week of this high school basketball season in 2024. Back to school for many of our students here later this week, and looking forward to the next couple of months of all this high school basketball action here in the area. So at center circle, I know for Sacred Heart, it'll be 6'1", Avery Eshelman. For Minneapolis, it'll be Macy McClure, 5'6" and a sophomore, and junior rather. Opening tap controlled by Sacred Heart. There's Skylar Douglas up top. In the Knights, as you view it and as I view it here from the scorer's table, they'll be going right to left here in the first half. Minneapolis, left to right across that Salina post. Streaming screen. Opening 30 seconds. The Knights still their first trip down the floor, and pass down low, taken away, looking for Eshelman. Taken away by Micah Durant. And there's a foul, and it's going to be a block on Sacred Heart. First foul of the game. Now let me check that. Sydney Getz actually on the floor for the Knights. On the inbound. Shot no good. Tipped around. Taken by Sacred Heart. Weiss across the floor. Down low to Eshelman, off the glass, up and good. Sydney Getz in there. Shot missing, put back up, that'll go. Macy McClure ties it at 2. Torrey down the floor for Sacred Heart, double teamed near side. Open shot, left side up, off the heel. Offensive rebound, Eshelman, kick back out. Bounce pass though, Getz looking to get it back to Eshelman. And there's a nice feed down low off the glass and good. Correct my pronunciation, Darren. Shot in the right corner is well strong, and the rebound back to Minneapolis. At a minute 45 in, there's a double dribble call, so back to the Knights. And here comes Adeline Lee in the game. She'll come in for Sydney Getz. A couple of the younger ladies for Sacred Heart. Our younger one in Adlin Lee, freshman 5'3". Getz actually a senior at 5'3". And there is Adlin Lee, bounce pass right, up and good. Eshelman's got a couple twos that is, it's 4-4. Couple minutes gone by. Tied at 4 early on, 3 ball, top of the key, missed. Tipped around, Darren kicked out now to the wing. And driving the lane, left side off the glass, tough runner, no good. Rebound taken by Torrey and Sacred Heart. Megan Torrey to her left across the timeline. Or Torrey rather, I should say, to Douglas. Now near corner. Back to Douglas, back to Lee on the right side there, bounce pass. Long 3 from the corner is buried. Smile on her face. Way downtown. 7-4 Knights early. Played about 3 minutes. There's a shot to answer from the top. Up, no good. Offensive rebound put back up. Boy, rolls off the front iron, no good. And the Knights will collect. As Eshelman, Lee across the timeline. Back to the near side left. Skylar Douglas. Adlin Lee from the top of the key. That one no good. Rebound taken back by Minneapolis. Another nice entry pass there. Another shot missing though. Darren fouled. And the shot will go. 4:34 to go. Back in for the Knights. Actually back in for the first time, I should say. In for the first time. Nicole Richards. As Megan Torrey takes a breather. Shot up and good. It's a 5 for Darren. And we're tied again, 7 apiece. Tied at 2, 4, and 7 right now. Uh-oh, right in me. I'm glad Lee got that one, and I didn't. Lee down the floor. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Sacred Heart. And they'll actually ring a foul up there. Bailey Randall Hurt call for the foul. On your side, Adlin Lee. Lee bounce pass right side to Douglas. Back trying to find Weiss in the corner and taken away. Down the floor, boy, a mess of players in the lane, and it's up and no good. And taken away, ultimately, by Nicole Richards and the Knights. Midpoint of the first quarter, 4 minutes gone by, 4 to go. Around the horn it goes. Douglas near side. A 2-3 zone defensively for Minneapolis. Long pass back to the near side. Weiss to Lee, back to Weiss. Another long 3, that one's gonna be short. Offensive rebound, Eshelman. Douglas off glass, no good, rebound Minneapolis. Macy McClure down the floor for the blue and red-clad Lady Lions. She'll drive in the lane, a bump, a basket, good. No basket. They're going to say the foul's on the floor, but the foul does go on Adlin Lee. Her first, that's 3 on the Knights, 1 on Minneapolis thus far. Darren checks back in for Minneapolis. As does Josie Schrader, shot up and good. 7 for Darren gives Minneapolis a 9-7 lead right back. Down the floor, White, she'll try a 3 again. Left side this time, missing. And fighting for the rebound. Was Richards along with Eshelman for the Knights. Schrader forced Minneapolis, and she'll get called for the foul. Second team foul on the Lady Lions. Again, 2, 4, and 7. We've been tied 3 times. Shot from the corners up. That'll miss. Rebound Minneapolis. Up by 2 with the ball and 3 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Back to the near side. A drive and a blocking foul will be called on the Knights.
Fouls on Lee, her second. Team 4. Back into the Knights, Sydney Getz.
Sydney Getz will check back in for Sacred Heart. Inbound Darnay. Right at the free throw line, top of the key. Maggie Shoup. 2:45 to play, opening quarter, 9-7. Knights hanging tough with a yet to be defeated Minneapolis Lady team coming in 6-0. Shot missing, no good. Battling in the backcourt. And there's a 3 ball from the corner. Katie Weiss, a pair of threes. Knights on top 10-9. And an answer on the other end is missed. Offensive rebound. A drive off glass shot, no good. Rebound Eshelman for the Knights. Off the miss by Josie Schrader. Approaching 2 minutes to go. All the way to the basket, though, the shot no good. And Weiss and Shoup will tie it up. Possession arrow gives it to Minneapolis. Under 2 to play, opening quarter. First of our doubleheader here tonight. Sacred Heart and Minneapolis. There's an offensive foul away from the ball. And they're going to call it. Brady Weatherman called for the foul. Knights with the ball and a 1-point lead. Minneapolis pressuring Weiss. There's Skylar Douglas across the timeline. Quick pass looking for Getz, but taken away by Minneapolis all the way to the basket up and gonna call a foul. And they're gonna call it on Sydney Getz, her second. 15th foul on the Knights, so now with a $1:38 to go here in the first. Minneapolis is gonna take 2 shots, 2 free throws with every foul the rest of the way here in the opening quarter. So Macy McClure ties it at 10. That one's good. Richards across the timeline to Eshelman. Eshelman, far corner. Weiss, another 3-point attempt. That one rims off, tipped around underneath. Play Minneapolis, nice save on the baseline by Shoup. Quickly in transition. Near side wing, out high, open 3, shot, up, missed. Tipped around, rebound Darnay for Minneapolis, put back up, that's missed. Rebound Sacred Heart, Megan Torrey with it. Or I'm sorry, rather Skylar Douglas, I should say. Far side now, Megan Torrey. 1 minute, 1 second left here in the opening quarter. 11-10 Minneapolis. Into the corner, a drive. Shot no good by Eshelman from the baseline. Rebound Minneapolis. A drive to the basket off the glass. Right hand up and good. Macy McClure. From here on out, each foul is going to seconds left. Into the corner. Now back to the near side. Lee again. Weiss, 3 again. That one pops in and out. Rebound again, Minneapolis. There's a drive off the left side, too strong. Rebound to Richards for the Knights, and she's going to be fouled in the backcourt by Darnay. Micah Darnay called for the foul. Richards at the free throw line, first shot short. And leads in, Katie Weiss is out. 16.8 to go here in the first. A back and forth one. Knights hanging right with. Very talented Minneapolis team. Nicole Richards with the free throw. She goes 1 of 2. The lead is down to 2, 13-11. Waning moments, and there's a foul on the way up. And back to the free throw line, Macy McGuire, who's hit 2 already.
Richards is the foul. A third line sheet.
Free throw is good. Bailey Randall Hurt checks in for Darren A. From Minneapolis, second free throw's up, also good. So 15-11 now. The big lead for the Lions here in the first quarter. Knights have led by 1, and a couple of the Lions colliding, but they're all right. After the opening quarter, Sacred Heart trails Minneapolis. Our score 15-11. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back here early second quarter here from Sacred Heart, 15-11. Biggest lead of the game right now, 4 points. Been a nip and tuck game throughout in this opening 8+ minutes. Near side driving was Douglas a moment ago. She's got it back up top from Eshelman. Driving, pull up, shot in the baseline. That pops in and out. Put back up, good, and a chance for a three-point play. Eshelman with 2. 6 in the game now. 15-13. Some adjusting to the scoreboard. Here's Eshelman's bonus free throw up off the heel. Lane violation. Did not see which line committed it, but Eshelman makes good on it. She's got 7. And the Knights back within the point, 15-14. Now in the near corner. Pass down low, Darren A. Overshot her. Good McClure. Knights take over now and a chance to reclaim the lead. Still over a minute gone by here in the second. Douglas in the corner on the right side. Shot going to hit the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound. McClure, Minneapolis. Here's Schrader. Shot up and no good. Another miss. And the rebound taken by Torrey and the Knights. Dumped off to Weiss. Shoup meets her at half court. Knights down a point. Bounce pass. Douglas looking for Eshelman. And it's going to be lost out of bounds and back to the Lady Lions. Renee back to the left side and a drive from there. Shot up in traffic, no good. Eshelman had it for a moment and it put back up and no good. So the miss initially by Raylan Robinson. Josie Schrader also a chance. She missed it. 6:07 to go now before halftime, and at 15-14. Lady Lion lead. The score remains. Darrenay in on the inbound. Now Schrader again. Pass down low, and Eshelman. Nice anticipation by her to steal that away. Adlin Lee, and again, the Knights a chance to take the lead back once more. Bounce pass, and Darrenay in front of Eshelman. There's a steal by the Lady Lions. And a three-point shot. Left wing is up. That'll miss. And boy, Darrenay just... Did you step on the baseline? Yes, but just to come in there amongst a bunch of white jerseys and tear that away. Timeout's going to be called by Minneapolis. 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball here on Salina Post. Adam Coulter and Avery Kittle on the broadcast. The Knights quickly down the floor, but a pass will be skipped away. Pass down low, Shoup off glass up and good. (17-14), Knights still within one possession. Here's Weiss down the floor. Lee will try a three from the corner and bury it, and we're tied at 17. On the other end. It's our fifth tie of the game, by the way. Nice. Douglas in the corner.
Hey, let's go get another stop. Good goal. Listen, Addy.
Back down Minneapolis. Turnaround shot up and good by Shoup. She's got 4 all here in the second quarter. Minneapolis back by 2 again in a quick moving second quarter already to the midpoint. Long three again by second try for the Knights. Richards will miss it strong, as does Weiss for the Knights. Right back down the floor, and there's a traveling violation called on Josie Schrader.
Listen, on that cross screen,
Clock rolls one more time. An entry pass, Eshelman, nice pass up and good. We're tied again. Give the assist to Weiss, give the basket to Eshelman. 9 points for her now, and over in the students section. Sydney Getz checks in now for Skylar Douglas for Sacred Heart. Minneapolis with it. Just past midcourt. A little give and go, turnaround. But got it back and up and good. McClure now with 10. And Minneapolis back by 2 again at 21-19. 6 times we've been tied in this one. Knights trying to make it 7, but slipping. And called for a walk is Adlin Lee for the Knights. 3:14 to play. Knights a little token pressure across the timeline. Is McClure. Now Shoup between the rings. 3 minutes left before halftime. Left side back to Schrader. Entry pass off glass, up and good. Shoup coming alive here in the second. Went scoreless in the first. Half dozen here in the second. And Minneapolis, as Darren A checks back in for the Lady Lions. 4-point game, and this free throw would give the Lions their biggest lead at 5. Free throw up. Free throw strong. Rebound Knights. Sydney Getz for the blue and gold. And tonight the white and gold. To the baseline, up and under, nice pass to Weiss, but she is going to draw foul shots. And check that, that is going to be actually Megan Torrey. Macy McClure called for the foul, her second, also the second against the Lady Lions. Free throw up, off the heel, no good. Comes Eshelman back in the game. She's going to check in for Richards. Second free throw's up, off the glass, up and good. First point for Megan Torrey for the Knights. 23-20, back to a one-possession game again. Minneapolis with the ball in the lead. Darren A. Pass down low, off glass again, and well, you could hear that foul. There was a definite slap on the arm there, a slap on the wrist. Torrey called for the foul. Looking back, and little conversation with Coach Carl Hines here on the bench. First free throw's up and good. Shoup with 7. So Torrey comes out, Douglas back in for Sacred Heart. 2.5 to play before halftime in a 24-20 game. And the second free throw's up. No good, so again, Minneapolis still by 4, that biggest lead. A couple of chances to push it to 5. There's Eshelman. Now Douglas to the left side up high. Lita Eshelman once again. So we're narrowing down to 2 minutes to go before halftime. And a reaching and a steal taken by Minneapolis, and now down the floor with numbers. Off the glass, up, and that's an offensive foul. Minneapolis had the numbers game, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Josie Schrader, and that's 3 against the Lady Lions here in the quarter. There's Weiss across the timeline, dumped off to Skylar Douglas. Going right on her tail is Raylan Robinson, and Coach Hines is going to call a timeout. We'll take it as well. 24-20 Minneapolis as we take a break, a 30-second timeout. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for?
Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
And back here from the Sacred Heart Gym, 24-20, the Knights down by 4. As far as the Knights have looked up at the Lady Lions here in the contest thus far, minute 45 to go before halftime. Down 4 with the ball. Here's Douglas, the free throw line, and there's a foul call. So that's 4 against Minneapolis. And they're going to call it on Raylan Robinson. That'll be here first. Minute 40 left here in the opening half. Inbounds pass to Douglas. To the basket she goes, and well, that'll be free throws if that's, or no, it won't. It's going to be back to Minneapolis now. So the Knights will turn it over. As into the tipped out of bounds by Katie Weiss into the Knight bench. As here comes Adeline Lee back in there for Skylar Douglas for Sacred Heart. Minute 23 to play. Second quarter, 24-20. Not the highest scoring game, but back and forth, and been fun to watch these two go back to back. Runner in the lane, a high arcing shot. Put back up, those good. And McClure now with a dozen. Big lead now at a half dozen for Minneapolis, 26-20. 1 minute left before halftime. Pass taken away by Darren for Minneapolis, and in no particular hurry to get across the timeline is McClure. She saunters to half court. Adeline Lee on her tail. Another pass, now shoot, kicked out to the far corner. Shot well strong, and Lee tipped it, or I'm sorry, Richards rather. Taken over though on the baseline, shot missed. Darren put back up and good. Robinson couldn't hit, but Darren did, and she's got 9 and leads up to 8. Final 15 seconds, we'll see if the Knights, and I'm going to assume going to play for the last shot here of the first half. Weiss nearly lost it. Near corner, nearly overthrew Lee. Lee left to right now and nearly lost it. And the Knights won't get a shot before halftime, and a little bit of frustration on the faces of the girls. We're at halftime. 6 ties. Knights hanging around an undefeated Minneapolis team, but right now their biggest deficit here at halftime, it is Minneapolis 28, Sacred Heart 20, as we will come back here at halftime, go over some of the scoring numbers and more. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
Welcome back to the Sacred Heart Gym. I'm Adam Coulter along with Avery Cadle on our camera this evening. It's been a tight one throughout. 6 ties at 2, 4, and 7. 10, 17, and 19 for Sacred Heart and Minneapolis. But the Knights, their biggest deficit for much of the first half was just 4 points. But Minneapolis scores the last 2 baskets, the last 4 points before halftime, and takes what's now their biggest lead into the locker room as we sit at a score of Minneapolis 28, Sacred Heart 20. One update to scoring update. We have a few games playing tonight, and our area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. A couple of teams Sacred Heart will see coming up here in January, here in this 2024 portion of the slate for the season. Concordia on top of Republic County. That's a first quarter girls score. And right now, Concordia on top of the Buffaloes by a score of 12-2. So again, Concordia later in the season. Republic County, we will actually, that's our next game a week from tonight, as a matter of fact, as that'll be back at home here at Sacred Heart one more time. So the Knights, 3 of the first 5 games before mid-season tournament week, where the Knights will actually be off that week with a break in the schedule. But as we said, Thursday night, right back at home, Knights will take on St. John Beloit. Friday night on the road at TMP and Hayes, and then a week from tonight, the Knights at home once more as they will take on league foe after a couple of non-league games. Another league game, which will be their 3rd of the season, as they will take on the Buffaloes of Republic County here in Salina. Again, that score, Concordia 12, Republic County 2 in girls' first quarter action. We'll go ahead and get another break in and come back and go over the scoring numbers here for the two teams quick. And also get you set for the start of the second half after this as the boys warm up. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
And back one more time here from the Sacred Heart Gym as the clock winds down here at halftime. The last 5 wins, the closest margin of victory was 29 points for Minneapolis, so they've been beating teams and blowing them out left and right since opening night. For Sacred Heart, meanwhile, 3-3, 0-1 in the league. They've been playing a lot of teams on the road, a lot of good teams, a lot of state-ranked teams, and playing them tough here on the season. And now back at home, no different here tonight, as we mentioned in our last segment before our last break. The Knights were within 4 points throughout most of the first half as the Lions, a quick 4-0 spurt, to go up 8. And that's the biggest lead of the game for Minneapolis in this one. 28-20 our score as we get ladies coming back out onto the floor as Macy McClure, a dozen, leads Minneapolis and leads all scores with 12 points. 7 by Maggie Shoup and 9 by Micah Derenay for the 28 for Minneapolis. Just the 3 ladies scoring. McClure 12, Weatherman, or rather Derenay, I should say, with 9 and Shoup with 7. Meanwhile, for Sacred Heart, Avery Eshelman's got 9. Katie Weiss 2 threes early, but a few attempts as well, but has not found the bottom of the basket from 3-point range since those early 2 that she hit. So 6 for Weiss, 9 for Eshelman, also 3 for Addie Lee, and 1 apiece by Megan Torrey and by Nicole Richards. So there's the scoring here in our first half. We'll take one more quick 1-minute break and come back with the start of the third quarter after this. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back here in the Sacred Heart Gym as the final seconds tick away. Sacred Heart girls in their huddle right to my right. Minneapolis to my left, and again, looking forward to a good second half and going to see if the Knights can go on a run here and get themselves back in this. And again, really other than the opener against Inman that Minneapolis won by 7, 51-44, this is the only other close game they've had all season. And back to action set to start here in the third. Starting 5 back on the floor. Schrader, McClure, Shoup, Weatherman, and Derenay for Minneapolis. Weiss, Torrey, Douglas, Eshelman, and Getz for Sacred Heart. Underway in quarter number 3. Side top, Eshelman. Back to Weiss, quick pass, looking down low to Megan Torrey, tipped away and taken by Minneapolis. Bounce pass in the near corner. And back to the far side. A little head fake there and pass bouncing, and Minneapolis, it looked for a moment like they were going to lose possession, but now tipped around and put back by Shoup. After all that, up and good. Shoup with 9, and that makes our first double-figure deficit of the game for the Knights at 30-20. There's Douglas. And now another pass. Down. Well, I missed the runner. Did Shoup that time. Another one missed. Another putback miss. Tipped around again. Another Schrader had it for a moment. Foul's going to be on Katie Weiss. Adeline Lee right to the scorer's table. to check in. In for Skylar Douglas. It's Weiss's first personal foul, first team foul here in the third. Around the arc it goes. Weatherman. Darren up top, now left side. McClure looking down low for Darren and clean strip there. Nice play by Torrey for Sacred Heart. About a minute and a half gone by here in the third. And now a 10-point deficit for the Knights, their biggest of the game. Top Getz, near side wing. Megan Torrey up high, Lee. Lee, left lane line off the glass, too strong on the shot though. Rebound Minneapolis, and here comes McClure back down the floor. Up and under, another bank is good by Shoup. And she's now in double figures with 11. Second Lady Lion to eclipse the double figure mark in scoring. A tip, another steal, put back up, no good. And out of bounds, it's going to go off Eshelman, it looked like. As Raylan Robinson checks back in for Minneapolis. Out goes Josie Schrader. Big lead now, a dozen for Minneapolis. And getting away a bit here for the Knights, but still a lot of game left. Early here in the third quarter. Will pass down low, kicked out. Free throw line shot by Darren A. Little shooter's touch on that one. And now all three of the Lady Lions in the scorebook, double figures. When scrum for the ball, tie up, possession arrow. He's going to go which? Well, we're going to have a timeout first, a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Sacred Heart trails by 14. Our score, Minneapolis 34, Sacred Heart 20. You're watching, listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
And welcome back to the Sacred Gym. Welcome back to the Sacred Heart Gym. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle here on the broadcast. 34-20, 10-0 run going back to the end of the first half as a 4-0 spurt to end the second quarter and first half for Minneapolis. 6-0 run to start here in the third quarter, and a 4-point lead as ballooned now to a 14-point lead, 34-20. Knights with the ball back. Adlin Lee, bounce pass to Getz. Getz with Weatherman defending her. Back to the near side, Getz one more time. Lost the ball and taken by Darren A. from Minneapolis. Out high, three shot up good. Brady Weatherman with her first basket. Fourth line to score. And the Knights, that breaks the run. Katie Weiss. And on the other end, Darren A up and good. Knights with the ball back. Gets a long three, up good. third three by Katie Weiss. She had 6 in the first quarter. Went cold much of the first half after that. 5 more here in the third. Now on the other end, Lee for 3 up and good. That's her, well, they'll say it's a 2. That cuts the lead to a dozen. Timeout Minneapolis. 3:21 to play here in the third quarter. Sacred Heart trails at 39-27 against Minneapolis. Oh, quick run as a 13-0 run by Minneapolis. Going back to late in the first half, they led it, did Minneapolis 24-20. 28-0 at the end of the first half. And then 9 more to start the third quarter. To make the score. At that point, 37-20. Now the Knights on a 7-2 spurt of their own to cut the lead back to a dozen, 39-27 as we resume out of the timeout.
We're tied now.
Clock ticking down near the 3-minute mark, and entry passes from Bailey Randall Hurt. And to the free throw line will be Macy McClure, leading the score in the game with a dozen. Basket is good. McClure with 13, and the lead's also 13. Second shot up, good. Knights back down the court quickly. Adlin Lee driving the baseline, and they'll call a block on Minneapolis. She was navigating the baseline, and they'll call the foul on Bailey Randall Hurt. Her second, just the first team foul on Minneapolis here in this third quarter. Out high it goes to Douglas. Driving into a crowd. 3 blue jerseys in front of her at one point. Still went to the basket double team, but comes back in the game now. Shoup and Darren for Minneapolis. Entry pass again to Douglas. Weiss out high. Weiss looking down low for Eshelman, tipped away by Darren and taken by Weatherman. 41-27, the lead 14 for Minneapolis. Darren short jumper missed. Rebound Katie Weiss for the Knights, behind the back dribble. Boy, that's a tough shot, up and under and good. Adlin Lee. Not an easy shot at all, but she got it off the glass and in. That cuts the lead back to 12 again. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the third. Darren up top. Right wing now. High-low. Pass no good. Who wants the rebound? Taken by Minneapolis. Schrader. Nearly lost it. Schrader gets it back. Little floaters missed. Darren had a hand on it. Taken back by Sacred Heart. That was Nicole Richards with the rebound for Sacred Heart. There's Douglas one more time between the rings. Left side, Katie Weiss. Or rather, Richards, I should say. The drive and pass taken away. Reaching in there and plucking it away was McClure. Weatherman just moving right along in a fast-paced game. Off glass, left hand up and good. Maggie Shoup with 13. And 1 minute remains here in the third. The lead back to 14. 43-29. Weiss up top. She'll eye another three. Missed it short onto the stage and out of bounds. And back in will be Raylan Robinson coming in for Josie Schrader from Minneapolis. Lee and McClure doing battle defensively and offensively. Give and go. Kick back out to the wing, and now a shot. Boy, that's a tough one, another tough one. Both of these teams, 8 in the quarter, and now Shoup, the leading scorer with 15. Lead is 16, and out of bounds, it's knocked out off Minneapolis, back to the Knights. Alyssa Patterson's gonna check in for the Knights, as will Mia Hamilton. As out goes Douglas and out goes Richards for Sacred Heart. 22.5 to go. Late third quarter. Quick inbounds pass. Eshelman into the backcourt. This will be a backcourt violation against the Knights. And Minneapolis will have it for the last 16.9 here in the third quarter. Checking back in will be McClure. In for Robinson from Minneapolis. Into Darnay. Now to McClure. Left baseline, kick back out. McClure from Weatherman. Shot up, another one up and good. And that'll do it for the third quarter as Minneapolis continues to pull away from the Knights here. Our score, Minneapolis 47, Sacred Heart 29. We'll come back with the fourth after this as you're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
And back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Knights looking up at an 18-point deficit. Lead of the basket, no good there. Rebound to Weatherman. Reach in by Weiss, not done yet with the Knights. A big hill to climb, but a runner up and no good by Weiss. Still scrapping for the rebound, but taken by Minneapolis for the moment anyway. And boy, there's Hamilton and Patterson for the Knights on the floor trying to tie up Shoup. And they're gonna call a foul on Patterson. Her first on the team here in the fourth quarter. Some moisture on the floor getting taken care of. Minneapolis will take it out. Knights will press. Inbound to Weatherman. 47-29. And Weatherman, no, they're going to call a foul. Thought she might have drugged that foot. They're going to call a foul on Mia Hamilton, her first second team foul on the Knights. 7:18 to go in regulation. Minneapolis by 18. Shoop in the Knight logo in center circle. Now up in the corner near side. That's going to miss. Offensive rebound, put back up. That's missed. And out of bounds it goes. It's going to stay with Minneapolis. Tipped and the inbound pass taken. Now Weiss down the floor ahead of the pack. Off the glass, up and good with the left hand. Weiss with 13. A minute 10 gone by here, fourth quarter. Knights within 16 now, 47-31. Darnay, pass down low. Again for Shoot. Working on Patterson, now kicked out. No timeout called before the shot by head coach Brian Weatherman, Minneapolis. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back from the Sacred Heart Gym, Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. 90 seconds gone by here in this fourth quarter. And Minneapolis in no particular hurry with a 16-point advantage, just trying to burn some clock now. Darnay top of the key, back to the left side to Schrader. Pass down low, kick back out. Open three, right wing up and missed. Tipped around, rebound Eshelman for the Knights. Knights quickly in transition now. Nice pass to Patterson, down low, up and good. Couple off the bench for Patterson. Knights continue to chip away a little bit at this lead. And a turnaround, that one's going to be missed. Rebound again by the Knights. There's Richards on the far side. But that pass, looking for Lee. Kicked out. Three-point shot, that's going to be, it might have been deflected, and the referee signaling it was deflected. So the Knights, though, regain possession rather. Richards, back to Lee on the near side. Driving the baseline. All the way to the far corner. Three ball up, no good. And another tie-up. Weiss in for the Knights. And Robinson back in for Minneapolis. 5 minutes left in regulation. Minneapolis on top with the ball. Derenay up top. Left wing, McClure at the free throw line in the lane, all the way to the basket, up and good. Got her for 20. Reach in, taken away, and like both teams not afraid to scrap and hustle in this one, definitely. Megan Torrey's back in for the Knights, also in for the first time. Bethany Campa for Sacred Heart. Weiss with it, looking for a pick, goes left and down low. Eshelman, banker up and good. Now she has 11. Like a football score, 49-35. Under 4 to play in regulation. Derenay down low, and Eshelman, they're going to call a tie-up. And possession to the Knights. So back in there. Schrader checking in for Weatherman. And it goes to Katie Weiss for the Knights. Long pass and nearly lost it. Richards got it back momentarily, looking to Torrey for a pass, but a double dribble's called as it's stolen momentarily by Minneapolis. And Josie Schrader. Weiss to Richards. And a trapper over there on the far side, and now traveling violation called. Ball back as Hamilton checks back in for the Knights, in for Richards. 3:33 to play, fourth quarter, and the Knights trail by 14. So again, it was from late in the first half. The Knights stayed within 4, but 2 baskets to make it an 8-point spread at halftime, followed by another 9 points to start the third. There's a shot up top, no good. Rebound Eshelman for the Knights, but that combined run from the late second to the early third quarter, 13-0 all told, 4-0 and then 9-0, put Minneapolis on top by double figures for the first time, and what's ultimately going to be the difference in the game. We're down near 3 to play. Across the timeline again. In the corner. Into Weiss. Shoop guards her. Lob to Eshelman. Kicked out. Hamilton for 3 from the right wing. That'll miss. Minneapolis rebound. 2:45 to play, and boy, that's it. I thought it was going to be overthrown, but Derenay plucked it out of the air and put it in for 2. She's got 13. Top of the key, Weiss for 3, in and out, rebound, shoot for Minneapolis. 16-point game now. And with it is McClure for Minneapolis. Kicked out, far corner, 3-point shot up, missed. Offensive rebound, shoot, put back up too strong. Saved by Torrey, and in it goes to Weiss. Hamilton out high. Campa, Weiss in the corner right in front of the Knight bench. Pass for Eshelman, all 5 girls a hand on it, up and good. 13 for Eshelman. 51-37. 30-second timeout by the Knights. Well, 20 points for Josie Schrader now to lead all scorers. Also 15 for Maggie Shoup and 13 for Micah Derenay. Also 3 for Brady Weatherman, accounting for now the 51 points for Minneapolis. Meanwhile, for Sacred Heart, 13 for Katie Weiss, 13 for Avery Eshelman. Also 7 for Adeline Lee, 2 for Alyssa Patterson off the bench, 1 for Nicole Richards, and Megan Torrey with 1 point as well. .141 to play in regulation. Boys game will follow this one. In it goes to McClure. And again, just burning some clock now would appear with 90 seconds left in the game and a comfortable lead. Shoup out high and just a little catch around the arc. Back near half court. And the Knights still pressing on defense. Turnaround shot in the lane, up and good. Shoup again. Shoup with 17. 1 minute left in the game. The lead 16. So Minneapolis will stay undefeated, 7-0 overall and 3-0 in the NCAA league right now. Nice runner, shot up and good. That was Mia Hamilton, a couple of bench points for the Knights. A couple of varsity points for her. Another timeout called by Minneapolis. Full timeout, we'll take it. The Sacred Heart on top of Minneapolis. Our score 53-39. Lions on top of the Knights. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Back here at Sacred Heart, another quick scoring update. Area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital, and just one score to pass along, and that a couple of teams the Knights will see later on this season. Concordia in girls action has opened up a huge lead at Republic County against the Buffaloes. The score in that one, Concordia 50 and Republic County 20. It's third quarter girls action here tonight. Final 30 seconds and a whistle and a foul called. Katie Weiss called for the foul. Third team foul against Sacred Heart. That's Weiss's second personal. And again, Shoup with it, and she's going to be fouled. It looks like that'll be on Adeline Lee. That's her fourth on the team. So now the Knights with none to give. Foul is going to put Minneapolis at the free throw line, but looks like the Knights might concede right here. Minneapolis will dribble it out, pass it out. Final seconds are going to tick away, so the Knights are going to fall to 3-4, 0-2 in the league. Minneapolis 7-0 and 2-0. No, check that, 3-0 in the NCAA league. Final score 53-39. Again, a big run by the Lions to end the first half and start the second half, really the catalyst for their victory. Again, final score, Minneapolis 53, Sacred Heart 39. We'll come back with our post-game scoring numbers and also get set for the boys contest coming up as well. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
Back here from the Sacred Heart Gym, Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast this evening. Final score of our girls game, Minneapolis takes it, remains undefeated with a 53-39 final score over Sacred Heart. And again, handed to the Sacred Heart girls, really one run was the difference in this game as the Knights, they had a tie score after the Lions led 15-11 after the first quarter, but we were tied at 2, 4, 7, and 10 in the first. Knights tied it again at 17 and 19 in the second quarter, but the Lions went up by 4, and that at the moment, for much of the latter portion of the second quarter, the Knights hung on by 4, and that was as far as Minneapolis could get away from Sacred Heart, but a couple of quick baskets to end the half put Minneapolis on top by 8. And then to start the third quarter, another 9-0 run to add on to that 4-0 run, 13-0 between the end of the second and start of the third, made what was a 4-point game, and it ballooned out to a 17-point advantage for Minneapolis, and the Knights hung tough after that, but got it to as few as 12 in the second half, but that's as close as the Knights wound up getting after the beginning of that second half and that continued run by Minneapolis. So for the Knights, scoring tonight, Katie Weiss 13 and Avery Eshelman 13 as well, co-leaders for the Knights in scoring. 7 for Adlin Lee, 2 for Alyssa Patterson, 2 for Mia Hamilton, and 1 off the bench for Nicole Richards as well. So seeing some of the young ladies, and Megan Torrey also 1 for the Knights as well. So some of the younger ladies for the Knights got a little playing time and scored some baskets and made good on it. So again, the final score 53-39, scoring only 4 Lady Lions scoring, all starters, but they made it count. 20 for Josie Schrader, 17 for Maggie Shoup, 13 for Micah Derenay, and 3-pointer in the third for Brady Weatherman. Final score one more time in the girls game, 53-39. We'll come back with after another break. Continue in between games. Boys coming up next here, as we will come back after another break here from the Sacred Heart Gym. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back one more time to Sacred Heart Basketball. I'm Adam Coulter with Avery Cato, also on the broadcast. Do want to say thank you to our sponsors, including Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire Center, Salina Ortho, APAC Shears, Hometown Disposal, Maury Clinic, and Bennington State Bank. Also, our halftime sponsor, Kansas Wesleyan University, Area Scoreboard, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. And also want to name a gem of the game for this one, for the girls' game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. And this one, I'm going to go with the starter that did not score, Skylar Douglas, the workhorse for the Knights. And I mentioned Megan Torrey as well, typically would play that role in the games for the Knights, where not the score of the starters, but the workhorse all over the floor defensively and rebounds on both ends of the floor. But going to go tonight with Skylar Douglas, who did not score, but again, all over the floor, it would seem, for the Knights, doing a lot of those things that don't show up in the stats or the scoreboard or scorebook. So Skylar Douglas, our player, our gem of the game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. During our broadcast here tonight of Sacred Heart Basketball. Also want to thank Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington for being a sponsor as well. And Sage Products as well. When the Knights play at home, they'll have a huge home field advantage with Sage Products. And from paper towels to soap and items from ceiling to floor, you'll see products from Sage. You can get the same home field advantage, or in this case, the home court advantage, at your home or office, as Sacred Heart does, by visiting SageSelects.com. Take another break. We'll come back and talk about the boys' game coming up. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
And once again, back here from the Sacred Heart Gym, I'm Adam Coulter, Avery Cato, also on the broadcast this evening. We get set for our second of two here tonight. The boys from Sacred Heart, their first game on the home floor in this young 2023-2024 season. We mentioned a bit earlier that the next four games for the Knights, three of the next four will be right here at home as Minneapolis awaits here tonight. Minneapolis here tonight, St. John Beloit on Thursday, a busy week, and then Friday night out on the road at TMP at Thomas More Prep and Hayes. And then a week from tonight, Republic County comes to town as the Buffaloes will take on the Knights back here in Salina for that one. But one at a time, Minneapolis is here tonight. They come in, do the Knights, or rather do the Lions, I should say. They've had a tough run this season, 1-5. They started with 5 losses in a row. They did get the one win. They broke the losing streak. They're 1-5 coming in as they beat Republic County to end the 2023 portion of the schedule. So they're 1-5 overall. They are 1-1 in the NCAA league. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart 6-0 as they'll look to stay perfect against a Minneapolis Lions team here on the road. Knights are 6-0. They are 1-0 in the league after a big blowout at southeast of Saline to finish out their portion. Back on December 18th at Gypsum as they got the victory over the Trojans. One more quick break as we'll come back with our starting lineups and the opening tip-off. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to the Sacred Heart Gym. Starting tonight, Minneapolis 1-5 on the season, 1-1 in NCAA league play. Head coach John Darrow. They will start Zach Nelson, a 5'9" junior. Owen Just starts tonight. He's a 6' sophomore. Also Dalton Kruger, sophomore at 6'2". Kingston Darrenette, he'll start tonight. He's just a freshman at 5'11". And Joseph Wool, 5'10", junior starts. So it'll be Nelson, Just, Wool, Darrenette, and Kruger for Minneapolis again. They're 1-5 overall, 1-1 in the league. Head coach John Darrow. Meanwhile, for Sacred Heart, Sacred Heart will start Michael Matucci, 5'9" senior guard for the Knights. Also starting tonight, Evan Bogart, leading scorer for the Knights at 6'3" and a senior forward. Jet Samuelson, also a forward for the Knights and a senior at 6'2". Max Ehrlich for the Knights. And I correct myself there, Max Ehrlich actually leading scorer for the Knights, as he is averaging 16.5 points per game. And Ehrlich, also starting Ehrlich, by the way, 6' senior guard, and Jason Mars, 6'3" senior forward. So Matucci, Bogart, Samuelson, Ehrlich, and Mars will start tonight for Sacred Heart again. Nelson, Just, Kruger, Wool, and Darrenette for Minneapolis. And to the center circle. Here we go. Opening tap control by Sacred Heart. Underway in our second of two here this evening. Here's Ehrlich right down the middle of the lane. Kicked out, 3-ball, right wing, pops in and out, rebound Minneapolis. Again, Minneapolis gonna start left to right. The Knights will start right to left. There's a three from the left wing. That's going to be missed. Rebound taken by Sacred Heart by Bogart. Here's Matucci. Back to Bogart. Right side. Now Matucci again. Ehrlich looks. Eyes a three for a moment. Now Mars from the corner. In the lane. Couple of bounces though. Right there for the rebound. Put back up. That should be on the floor. Or it looks like it will be. Foul's going to be called on Joseph Wool called for the foul. First foul on either team here in the opening minute. Bogart, now Mars wrestling with a couple of Lions on the floor, a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to give this to Minneapolis. Minute gone by even here in the first, and we're still scoreless early on here in this one. Across the timeline, Owen Just. Just with the left hand. Pass underneath. Kick back out. Ball fake there. Jump stop. Left hand shot up and good. Owen Just with a couple. 2-0 Minneapolis up early. .90 seconds in. Mars dumped off Matucci. Bogart. Ehrlich. Spinning on the elbow right side. Matucci again on the baseline and a whistle.
I told you he could shoot. Figure it out.
Foul called on Zach Nelson, his first. Second team foul. Ehrlich, nice pass, left side. Mars got it back, puts it up and good. First one wouldn't go, second one did, 4-2.
Can't score if you can't catch it, 23.
Derenay with it, lost it. Mars outlet pass now.
Aaron, just catch it. Possession is the most important thing. 32.
And Bogart, now a foul's going to go on the Knights. Going to be on Jet Samuelson. This will be the first team foul. And Coach Brian Gormley of the Knights is giving his team an earful, to say the least. 2.5 gone by, first quarter, 4-2 Minneapolis. A couple of baskets by Just. Put Minneapolis up 4 early. Jason Mars, second chance basket. Put the Knights on the board, and now the Knights down 2 with the ball. Driving left side, now a pass, and Ehrlich struggling, and he's, from the body language, he knows it too. Drive, a spin in the lane, reach out. Matucci with a steal, wants to run to the basket, scoop shot, good. That ties it at 4. Back down the floor come Minneapolis. There's a three-point shot. A little pump fake on the three, but it's short by Just. Matucci quickly down the floor. Ehrlich, eyed a three for a moment. Comes it off Matucci. Now Mars for a three up. That'll miss. Rebound back to Minneapolis. Another shot from the left side, up and good. Just all 6 for Minneapolis. Halfway through our opening 8-minute frame. Out high, shot up, missed. And the rebound to Minneapolis. So much like in the girls' game early on, the Undefeated Minneapolis team. Another one up, just missed that one. Undefeated Minneapolis and the girls team had all they wanted early on from Sacred Heart. And right now, Sacred Heart in the boys game, the same thing from Minneapolis, who's only won once all season. Tie up now, and checking in for Minneapolis. Wall's gonna come back in. Kruger's gonna go out. Luca Adami's checked in for the Knights, in for Jason Mars for Sacred Heart. Inbound, Bogart up top, Matucci around a pick, far corner, and stepping on the sideline, Evan Bogart.
Matt, chase him on double.
Lacing them up tight here at half court. Jet Samuelson, and back to play. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first, and Minneapolis has not trailed early on. Shot missing. Minneapolis open with the first 4. Knights tied it. Minneapolis another 2 from Just. Kicked out to the corner. There's Matucci between defenders and tipped away, and now a race for the ball down the floor. Adami, and right back down the other end. Kicked out right side. Ehrlich, and threw it away. Knights still seeking their first lead here in the game. Just and Ehrlich in the center circle. Reaching by Ehrlich, got it back around a pick from Darnay into the near corner for 3. That shot off the backboard of the iron, no good. Rebound, Bogart to Ehrlich. Back to Bogart for 3, top of the key. Yes. 7-6 Knights, their first advantage. Just over 2 to play here in the first. There's a drive in the lane and a couple of bodies down. No foul called either way. Shot missing, as it was Samuelson and Darnay both down. There's a no call there. And on the other end, foul is going to be called on Owen Just. He's got all 6 for Minneapolis. Meanwhile, for the Knights, 3 for Bogart, 2 Matucci, and 2 more by Jason Mars. And to the free throw line. First foul on Just, free throw up, and no good by Ehrlich. It's Ryan Parks back into the game now for Minneapolis. Second shot up and good with the left hand. So Jet Samuelson now the lone Knight as he's going to check out. Mars back in. Full court press by the Knights. Under 2 minutes to play here, opening quarter. Minneapolis led by 4 early. Knights, their biggest lead right now at a couple. Just pulls up another shot. Missed it. Tipped up. And the rebound. Matucci had it for a moment. It wound up in the hands of Parks for Minneapolis, and they're going to call the foul on Matucci. His first, second on the team. So the inbound from the baseline and near side, trying to work around Adami was Wool. Another couple of bodies on the floor, and out of bounds to Minneapolis once more. Quick inbound into Parks in a crowd. Bounce pass underneath, and it's going to be lost out of bounds. So that was Zach Nelson. Pass down low for Kruger. And Minneapolis loses it out of bounds. Knight ball up 8-6. Pretty fast-paced first quarter, but not the prettiest by either team. Turning in the lane, Bogart lost the handle and ripped away from him. That was Parks of Minneapolis. Back to the near corner. In the lane, shot up, right hand, right through there. So Nelson ties it at 8. Under a minute to go in a low-scoring first quarter. And an 8-8 all tie. Stop. Boy, Adami, will it count? Basket's good. Kruger called for the foul as Luka Adami, that's the first bench point for either team. And Adami is going to try and extend the Knight lead from 2 to 3, which would be their biggest thus far here in the first quarter. 41.3 to go. Free throws up and good by Luka.
23X!
So Bogart's going to go out. Samuelson is back in for the Knights. Minneapolis the ball in a 3-point deficit, 11-8. Quick inbound. The Knights are pressuring once again. A little token press more than anything now. Near side. Kicked out though. Ehrlich with a steal for the Knights. And the Knights look like they're going to back it off and try and play for the final shot here of the first quarter. 20 seconds left as the clock ticks down. And Matucci near center circle with the ball. Clock down to 10 seconds. Matucci again to Samuelson, give and go Matucci. Dumped off to Adami, left side, off glass, missed it strong. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Knights have trailed by as many as 4, led by as many as 3, as they do at the moment. It's 11-8 Knights as we head to the second quarter after a break. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back in Salina at the Sacred Heart Gym, I'm Adam Coulter. Avery Cadle is our woman on the camera, our lady on the camera here tonight. Appreciate her work all season long. Knights got a tiger by the tail, or in this case, more appropriate, a lion by the tail. As Minneapolis, foul called on Ehrlich right there, and heard some oohs and ahs from behind me. And Coach Gormley, well, I wasn't a fan of the call, let's put it that way. First foul on Ehrlich, first team foul in the second quarter on the Knights. Owen Just with the ball, 6 of the 8 points thus far for Minneapolis. Knights have had 5 guys score already. Out high, open 3. Boy, a big arcing shot, good. Wow. Kruger with a 3-point basket. That ties it at 11. And somebody else will be coming in. I heard Coach mention one of the players here on the bench getting ready, so someone's going to sub in. Shot missing by Ehrlich, tipped up. And another tie-up, jump ball call, possession arrow is going to give it back to Minneapolis again. Or will it? Well, I take that back. It'll be night ball as Ehrlich comes out. Here comes Will Tuttle into the game for the first time. Shot driving, missing, and the rebound collected by Just and Minneapolis. And a chance to tie, or take the lead rather. They tie it with a Dalton Kruger 3 after being down 11-8 after the opening quarter. 11 apiece here, about 1:10 gone by here in the second quarter. Out of bounds to Minneapolis. Trying to get it in, tipped and taken away by Matucci. Matucci down the floor with the numbers for the Knights, and boy, Matucci just got blocked. Minneapolis crowd behind me, if you're not familiar with the gym. Loose ball, Just in traffic in the lane, and he got the shot to go anyway. 8 for Just, 5-0 run. Minneapolis back up 13-11. The opposing team right behind me, the home crowd across from me, and the student section as well on the bleachers in front of the home crowd. Some big cheers for that block behind me. Darrenay with it, lost it out of bounds, but was it tipped? Bogart about 2 foot from me, getting set to check in. And Bogart and Ehrlich are both going to check in for the Knights. Also in there for Minneapolis, Wool. Out goes Mars, out goes Samuelson for the Knights, and Darrenay out for Minneapolis. 6:06 to play, second quarter, 13-11 Minneapolis, and the Knights a struggle here early on. A 3-point shot missed. And this, the old cliche, a rivalry game, you throw the records out the window. But with the Knights left-handed shot, that won't go. Tuttle misses, rebound. Nelson, and back to Minneapolis. Offensive foul called. And the Sacred Heart student section making some noise, but Tuttle takes the charge. Knight ball down a couple, 5.5 to play before halftime. And what I would assume, just looking ahead a little bit, would be a, shall we say, a spirited conversation from head coach Gormley at halftime. Here's Ehrlich. Matucci, right baseline to the basket, up, good. He's got 4. 13 apiece. The spin. Near side with it. Drive, and that's going to be missed. And Luka Adami for the Knights down the floor. Here's Tuttle. To the basket, off the glass, left side, good. A couple of bench points for the Knights. And a little 4-0 spurt by Sacred Heart to make it 15-13 in favor of the Sacred Heart. Turnaround by Just with that sweet touch he had early on, but not there. Offensive rebound. Well, a nice pass in the lane, good. And 1. And now you can hear Minneapolis most likely in the background making some noise. The foul's going to go on Bogart. 3 on the Knights. 4.5 to play before halftime. Darrenay checks back in. Boy, what a pass by Nelson. Wool to the free throw line. That's his first basket. And we're tied once more at 15. Free throw up and good. Back and forth we go. Oh, one more cliche. That's why the games, they look like it'd be all Sacred Heart on paper, but that's why they say you don't play them on paper. Minneapolis lost its first 5 of the season, coming in 1-5 with a victory over Republic County. Knights 6-0 and 1-0 in the league, but they've got all they can handle right now in Minneapolis here midway through the second quarter. A timeout's called by the Knights. We'll take it as well. Quick 30-second timeout. This is Knight basketball.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital, your voice, choice.
Back here from the Sacred Heart Gym. Out of the timeout. Minneapolis up again, 16-15 as we've seesawed here in this first half. Neither team is led by more than 2 possessions. And a relatively low scoring. There's a shot up and good. Will Tuttle. He's got 4. And now the Knights back on top again by a point. Approaching the 4-minute mark here before halftime. They're reaching in a steal. Matucci again all the way to the rack. This time it's up and good. No block this time. 6 for Matucci and 3 quick ones. Check that, 4 quick ones by the Knights to turn a 1-point deficit into a 3-point lead. Still a 1-possession game. Far corner, and there's a walk. Wohl rung up for traveling in the corner. Knights will take over and a chance to push it to a 2-possession lead.
Spread eagle. Spread eagle.
19-16 as Matucci saunters across the timeline. Off to Tuttle. Now Adami to the basket. Little floater off glass and good and 1. 5 for Adami off the bench. And a chance for a second 3-point play. The old-fashioned 3-point play, the 2 and the free throw in the first. And a chance to do it once more here in the second and give him 6 points if he does. Free throws up. Off the heel, high Karam and rebound Minneapolis. So it remains 21-16 and timeout called by Minneapolis. Another 30. You're watching, listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Back in Salina here at the Sacred Heart Gym. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. 3:20 left here in the opening half, and the Knights, their biggest lead now at 5, but still a 2-possession game. It's been nip and tuck throughout. Minneapolis hanging right around here on the road here at Sacred Heart as the Knights came in undefeated, trying to remain that way. Shot by Just off the right side is good. That breaks a 6-0 run. Just with 10 of the 18 Minneapolis points to this point. Matucci, the Knight logo, Adami on the right. Adami looking right, looking left, right again. Matucci driving to the basket again. And Matucci with a quick 6 in the quarter, 8 for the game. And the lead is 5 again, 23-18. Into the near corner. Wohl Now Darrenay with it. Left corner, three-point basket up, missed, rebound to Dami. 2:22 left here in quarter number 2. Corner, Ehrlich, shot strong off a couple different. Now Walker Tuttle checked in, it caromed off of him, then Matucci, and out of bounds back to Minneapolis. 2:17 to play. And counting here. Jason Mars to the scorer's table to check back in momentarily at the next dead ball. Just knifing his way through two defenders. And Just with 6 in the first, 6 in the second. 12 now with the 20. Put up by the Lions. 23-20, back to a one-possession game again. The shot in the corner, that's missed from three-point range. Rebound taken by Wool. And back to the Lions and a chance to inch a little closer or tie with a 3. Drive kicked out to the corner. This would tie it if it goes. High arcing shot though, offensive rebound, kicks back out again. Wolf from the left side, little runner on the left. Off glass, no good. Another offensive rebound for Minneapolis. Put back up and good. Wow. Kruger doing some work down there. Just would tenacious and would not give up on the play and got the basket. Minneapolis now within a point, 23-22. Tuttle to answer and good. Will Tuttle with 6. He's been a three-point machine most of the season, but all 3 baskets have been 2s. There's a, he got it back momentarily, dribbled it off his leg or his foot, but scrapping as well to get it back momentarily as Adami's going to check out. Mars will check back in. 48.7 to go, 25-22, late second quarter. And Bogart's going to check in for the Knights. Going to check in for Will Tuttle. Walker remains out there. 48.7 to go. Minneapolis to inbound, and Wool with it. Up and, they're going to call a block on Ehrlich. Mars lost a shoe. And the foul again goes on Ehrlich, so this will be the 4th team foul on the Knights here in the quarter. Just the 2nd personal on Max. And Minneapolis out of bounds with it one more time as now the Knights without a foul to give. Next one will put Minneapolis at the line for 2. 45 seconds left before halftime. Far corner is Wool up top. 40 seconds left. 25-22, Knights by 3. Driving, found an open lane and drawing a foul. The basket wouldn't go, but to the free throw line to shoot 2 is going to be Joseph Wool. Cut it to as little as 1 again in the waning moments here of the first half. Foul went on Jason Mars' first personal, and over the limit now are the Knights with 5. So, free throw line, basket is going to be missed. Interesting now for at least the 2nd time in the game where the Lions had a 2-shot foul. The other 4 Lions, none of them on the lane. Matucci in the backcourt. Little conversation with head coach Gormley. Coach said, let's get out of here with a bucket. Knights will play for one and hopefully get that bucket. 25-22. 10 seconds to go here, late second quarter. Mars with it. Bogart, Matucci again. Ehrlich for three from the near corner. Pops in and out again for him, and that's going to do it. So after two, Knights went on a 6-0 run to take the lead. They've led by as many as 5, but Minneapolis right back in this thing. One possession game here at halftime. Sacred Heart clings to a 3-point lead at the break as it's the Knights 22, the Knights 25 and the Minneapolis Lions 22. So we'll go take a break, come back with our halftime after this break. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball presented by on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post. As you're watching and listening to it this evening, glad you're with us. First home game, I can't even say in a while for Sacred. Well, first home game since, I guess would be back in late February last year. As the Knights, their first home games tonight on the season. But, I mentioned earlier just the saying a tiger by the tail, or you got a tiger by the tail, and in this case, the lion by the tail, or a lion by the tail. But Minneapolis has given the Knights everything they've wanted and more here in this first half. It was a couple of baskets by Owen Just for Minneapolis that got the scoring underway at 4-0. The Knights came back and tied at 4. Then another basket by Owen Just made it 6-4 at that point. And after one quarter, as the Knights did come back, it was a nip and tuck game. It was actually each team scoring 14 in that second quarter. So it was a 3-point game after one, and now a 3-point game here at the break. 11-8 after one, 25-22 at halftime as the Knights went on a run to reclaim the lead at 16-15, but that was a 6-0 run at that point. But just gone back and forth, a little seesawing with the lead, and it's been a fun one. It's been a low-scoring one, relatively, but some frustration and just some bit of sloppiness on both sides of the ball and some turnovers that were unforced. But the coaches right next to me in my ear, and I joke about it, but at the same time, I'm sure Brian Gormley having a spirited conversation with his kids right now, because much of that first half, he As the Knights coming back out onto the floor. Wasn't the happiest guy. Wasn't the happiest I've ever seen him at all, by no stretch. But halftime score 25-22 as the Knights coming back out onto the floor. We'll come back after another break, and we will give you the scoring numbers for the individuals in this one. Coming back after this break, as you're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of north central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
And welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast, and halftime scoring numbers for the two teams. Owen Just leads all scorers, and Minneapolis with a dozen. 5 for Dalton Kruger, all in that second quarter. 3 for Joseph Wool. And 2 back in the first by Zach Nelson. Again, Owen Just, he's buried 6 baskets and 3 apiece in the first and the second quarters for his dozen to lead Minneapolis and all the guys out on the floor. Meanwhile, for the Knights, Michael Matucci, few drives to the basket. He hit 3 two-point baskets himself, total of 4 in the game, and he's got 8 to lead the Knights. 6 off the bench for Will Tuttle. I mentioned he's been a three-point machine most of the season. And actually all 3 of his baskets also from short distance. 3 twos for his 6. 5 off the bench for Luka Adami. Also 3 for Evan Bogart, 2 for Jason Mars, and 1 for Max Ehrlich, who came in as the leading scorer for the Knights, averaging 16 plus per game. But just 1 tonight. So again, we've mentioned throughout the season that sometimes the leading scorer, Matucci one night, it might be Ehrlich one night, it might be Bogart one night, and off the bench, Adami, Tuttle, and all these guys that get the playing time for Sacred Heart. I've talked about that with Coach Gormley quite a bit, just the idea that these guys don't care who is the biggest scorer. As a team, as a family, they care about W's, which is the way it should be. Set for action here in the second half, 8 minutes on the clock. And (25-22) the score. I'm a bit apologize, I'm a bit distracted. Oh wow.
She's has seizures. Yeah. 911's already been called. We just want to guys know how we want to finish this.
Well, I just overheard why there's some commotion, and I really wish I hadn't. One of the Minneapolis coaches here tonight. And right now, play is being halted as a bigger concern, and not to make much light of it, but what happened over here, and there was a gentleman here at the scorer's table, and I had my headset on, but there is an unresponsive student that is prone to seizures, so that's where the attention is, and that absolutely is where it needs to be and should be. So I'm a bit distracted, that's why, but prayers and thoughts to that young person. So 25-22 is our score, and again, and I can actually glance out to my right. If you're familiar with the gym where the scorer's table is, the lunchroom here at Sacred Heart, and one of the back entrances, I can actually see the flashing lights of a responder vehicle. But just at a loss right now. So we do want to mention our area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I know earlier on, Republic County was battling with Concordia, a couple of teams. We mentioned that Sacred Heart will see here later in the season. The girls' final, if I scroll up here, it was all Concordia in that one, as Concordia got the win over Republic County in the girls' game, 50-26. And the halftime boys scores looks like Concordia is going to go for the sweep, as Concordia is up on the Buffaloes in boys action 30-18. So again, our scoreboard update brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital, as and now the EMTs into the gym, and now they're going to get the guys back out on the floor. And just bizarre to see the Knights coming out on the floor and the Lions coming out on the floor. And just bizarre to see the guys out front, here in front of me, and also seeing first responders and EMTs along the baseline to our right as well. So here we go in the second half. 25-22. Play resumes. Michael Matucci with it. Bogart back to Matucci. Ehrlich in the lane. Little head fake there. Shot good. And one. And Ehrlich. 3 and a chance for a fourth. Free throws up and good, so that three-point play, Ehrlich's got 4, and the lead now is up to 6, 28-22. Minneapolis back down the floor. Driving right side, lost the handle. That was Parks, and Matucci again down the lane, off the glass, up. Sat on the front iron, would not fall for him, and the rebound to Just and Minneapolis. Just with it, spinning over Bogart, I should say, up and good. Just with 14, that makes it a 4-point game. Cuts it down to 28-24, Sacred Heart. Ehrlich from Mars, around him. Bogart spinning at the lane. Knifing his way through 2 defenders, up and good. Bogart with 5. Minute 10 gone by here in the second, or the third quarter rather, start of the second half. Minneapolis down by 6. As much as the Knights have led by, there's a shot turnaround up, no good. Rebound to Bogart for the Knights. Matucci driving the baseline, kicked out, open 3. Ehrlich shot up, strong. And that's going to be a 30-second timeout, and maybe officials. And, oh. Minneapolis takes it out. Down 6. Just kicked out into the corner right side. Shot up, good. Zach Nelson, he's got 4. And the lead is down to 4 again. So, trading baskets early on here in the third quarter, a couple of minutes gone by. Knights have scored 5, Minneapolis 4 here in the third quarter. Minneapolis going to take it away from the Knights. Zach Nelson. And Delson, another one, would not go. Rebound. Bogart to Matucci. 5.5 to play. Mars. Bogart right, or left side, I should say, and a foul away from the ball. Owen Just called for the foul. And that'll be, I believe, a second personal. Quick inbound to Bogart. Spin, nice pass up, under, good, and 1 for Matucci. 10 for Mike and a chance for 11. As again,
Fouls on number 3, Zach Nelson. Matucci at the line for 1.
the lead is 6 and a chance to push it to 3 possessions with the free throw. Free throws up and good. Matucci with 11. And more importantly for the Knights, they're up by 7. Big lead of the game for the Knights now, 33-26, 5:15 to play third quarter. Out high with it. Nelson momentarily, now to Just. Matucci works on him defensively. There's a shot left wing, up, missed. Offensive board ripped down and put back up and good. Timeout Minneapolis. Just now with 16. And a 30-second timeout now is Just with 16. Kruger 5, Nelson 4, and Wool 3 for Minneapolis. Meanwhile, for the Knights, Matucci, the lone double-figure scorer for the Knights, now with 11. 6 for Ehrlich, 6 for Tuttle, Will Tuttle. 5 for Bogart, 5 for Adami, and 4 for Max Ehrlich. 33-28. And out of the timeout. Matucci across the timeline for the Knights. Adami, or check that rather, Samuelson. Now Ehrlich one more time to the basket, off the glass though, missed it short. Put back up, that's missed. Foul called on Minneapolis, 2 shots coming. Darren A, called for the foul. Mars, the free throw, missed the first one short. Free throw good. And Mars now with 3. Lead is 6 again. Shot from the left side, 3-ball no good, rebound Matucci. Quickly in transition now, Samuelson left side, and down he goes, and he is called for a traveling violation. As Adami's gonna check back in. .4:18 to go, third quarter. As Samuelson goes out, Adami checks back in. 6-point lead for the Knights. They've led by as many as 7. Minneapolis still very much in this thing. Still a quarter, full quarter, and about half of the third remaining. Out high is Parks. To Just one more time and spinning, and a foul's going to go on the Knights, trying to split defenders. And it's going to go on Matucci. The second personal, first on the team here in the quarter. As the Knights in business foul-wise, as Minneapolis rung up for 4, so none to give for the Lions, as every foul for the last 4 minutes of the quarter will result in 2 free throws for the Knights and a foul missing, and there is number 5. It's going to go on Darren A. So we're just past the midpoint of the quarter, and that should be shots, and that's what I think the guys are telling the referee. A couple of smiles from Ehrlich and Bogart, and the referee down there on the baseline momentarily with those guys. But that's 5, so every foul Minneapolis is rung up for now be 2 shots for the Knights, and the Knights only rung up for 1 thus far here in the third quarter. And Ehrlich free throw up and good. Second shot up, good. So Ehrlich, 6. The lead is up to 8. A nice crossover there, shot though, no good to the basket. Rebound to Ehrlich. Outlet. Matucci trying to swing a pass underneath, got it back. Looking for Mars. Now Mars with it back. Too strong off the glass and out of bounds. Back to the Knights. There's Ehrlich, right elbow. Back to Bogart, back to Ehrlich. Near corner Adami, and 3-second violation. On the Knights. Kruger back out there for Minneapolis.
Evans, 5, you're the 4. Inbound the ball.
3:15 to go, third quarter. 8-point game, 36-28, Sacred Heart on top. And there's a takeaway by the Knights. Adami with it. Near side, Ehrlich with a left hand. In the lane, kick back out. Mars for 3. No good. Tipped up, rebound. Ehrlich. Boy, just sat on the iron for a second and decided it finally wanted to fall. So Ehrlich coming alive. He's got 7 in the quarter, 8 for the game. Foul's going to go on Adami. This last whistle. Will Tuttle back in. Jason Mars takes a breather. 2:49 to play, third quarter. And right in front of us here at the scores table to inbound, Zach Nelson. Into the backcourt to Just. 2:45 and counting. Reaching Adami. Now 2-on-1, 2-on-2 down the floor. And from behind, and now a foul's going to go on the Knights. Samuelson's coming back in.
Not compounding. 13, white 13. Push.
Another foul on Adami, and Adami's going to go out. Samuelson back in, and
That's what we call it in America. When you play college ball in America, that's a good foul.
Luca Adami, probably haven't mentioned enough here, is an Italian foreign exchange student, and a little bit of joking on the sideline with coach as a shot up missed. Luca Adami talking with coach, well, listening to Brian Groming, I should say, but said it's a European foul. So a little bit of joking, despite coach still not being overly thrilled at what he's been seeing. Foul's going to go on Owen Just, his third. They'll call it offensive against Minneapolis. Back in will be Joseph Wool. Coming in for Zach Nelson. 2 minutes, 1 second left, third quarter, 38-28. The lead is 10, and a chance for the Knights to extend it up double figures for the first time in the game. Shot, Bogart for 3, and it's pure. Bogart with 8, and the lead is 13, and the Knights, I think the first time they've had what we could call a comfortable lead. Up to double figures, down Matucci off the miss. To the basket, wow. Just sailing to the basket, up and good, and now the Knights running away with it. All of a sudden up 15, and a timeout, a full timeout by Minneapolis will take it as well. Knights up 43-28, and you're listening to Night Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional.
With a comfortable and home satisfaction is the norm, and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back at the Sacred Heart Gym, Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. A minute 22 left, third quarter. Knights opening up their biggest lead of the game at 15, 43-28. Really nip and tuck, and it took about 2.5 quarters for the Knights to steal in by Matucci, and Tuttle down the floor with numbers, off glass up. Boy, that one won't fall, a tough one. Bogart put back off the heel, no good. Second chance, another one that won't fall. Out of bounds to Minneapolis. Boy, 3 shots there and just the proverbial lid on the basket. They just would they were all right there, but would not fall, just spinning off the iron. So an even minute to go here. Minneapolis will take it out. Knight's gonna press here. And long pass and nearly lost out of bounds. It's a drive on the baseline, stopped there from Parks. Now just with it, 40 seconds left, third quarter. Up top again. Wool with it back, kicked out in the near corner. 3-point shot, a high arcing shot, missing. Rebound taken by the Knights, and Bogart hauls it in. Matucci, near side, Tuttle. Bogart again to the basket, off the glass, up, and that one again. 4 in a row. 4 bunnies in a row for the Knights, and they missed them all. So remaining 15-point game, 43-28, just comes out. Zach Nelson back in for the Lions. Matucci's going to inbound it on the baseline for the Knights. Into the corner to Ehrlich. Hands it off back to Matucci with 15 seconds left, and the Knights would appear that they're going to go for the final shot here of the third quarter as well. 6 seconds, down to 5. Tuttle to the basket, up, off glass, and good. Well, that one about wanted to pop out as well, but Tuttle with 8, and after 3, 45-28, the Knights opening up a 17-point lead. We're back after this break and the fourth quarter. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Back at the Sacred Heart Gym. Set to start the fourth quarter of our second of 2 here tonight. As the Knights, barring a huge collapse, going to extend their record to 7-0 and 2-0. 7-0 overall, 2-0 in the NCAA League. As one final quarter stands between the Knight boys and a victory here tonight. There's just a long 3 from the right wing, and wow, good looking stroke. Owen Just with 19. 45-31 the score, down to 14, the lead rather, for the Knights. It's Tuttle, Ehrlich for 3 to answer, and does. Ehrlich with 11, he's found his stroke here in the second half. He only had a point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line in the first half, and now 10 here in the half, 11 for the game, and a foul is going to be called underneath. Luka Adami is going to get rung up for the foul. First on the Knights. Third personal for Luka. And from the right side, a pull-up missing badly, and the rebound. Shot no good by Wall. Now Walker Tuttle also in there with Will Tuttle with the ball. Into the corner. Now Adami. Back to Tuttle for 3. Shot up, good. And I mentioned that earlier. 11 for him when he, and coaches also said, when he's got a chance to set up for 3 like that, more often than not, he's going to bury it, and he did there. 20-point game now, another long 3, another high arcing shot. Ball tapped around, taken by Adami, or rather by Samuelson, now Adami. Now Ehrlich to the basket, kicked out. Tuttle for 3 again, and buries it again. Proving me right. 6 in the quarter, 14, and all of a sudden the lead 23 now for Sacred Heart. The Knights have outscored the Lions here in the second half. Again, 11-8 after 1, 25-22 at halftime, but the Knights outscored the Lions 20-6 in that third, and 9-3 so far in the fourth, and have opened up a 23-point advantage with just over 6 minutes left in regulation. There's a reach in taken away, and a foul is going to be called. Wohl called for the foul. Comes Matucci to check back in. Adami. Samuelson, Adami again. Now Tuttle off glass, up and good. A tough runner. Tuttle with 16 off the bench, 8 of those here in the fourth quarter. We're bumping at half court. Justin Matucci, and no basket.
Stick your hip with your chest in there. Make him give it up.
5:46 left in the fourth. The lead is 25. Oh, right between the legs on the inbound. Now a fight for the ball, and Minneapolis does get it back in the lane, and another foul is called. Little bounce pass on the inbound right to the 5-hole of Ryan Parks. Loose ball went back and forth, and Parks got it back, and he's going to be fouled. Foul committed on Matucci, his third personal, and just like that, 14 fouls on the Knights, just the opposite of what it was in the third. 4 fouls on the Knights and still 5:38 to play in regulation. Going to give Minneapolis a chance to try and trim that lead with the clock stop with foul shots. Any more that the Knights commit here in the final quarter. 3-point shot, right side short. And tip, but save, but right to Matucci from Darnay to the basket, off the glass and good. 15 for Matucci. 58-31, 3 points away from the Mendoza line of the 30-point lead. Once if and when the lead goes to 30, play will continue with a running clock. Back in a minute, you're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
5:04 left in the fourth. Minneapolis down now all of a sudden by 27 as they've only scored 9 points here in the second half. Meanwhile, the Knights, 33-9 has been a run of 11 minutes of game time. The eight in the third quarter. I was right the first time I thought that. And 3 minutes plus here in the fourth. To the free throw line, just Adami picked up his fourth personal foul. 5 on the night, so if there's one positive right now, it's that that's 20 for Just, by the way. What a night for him. Second shot up and good. 21 for Owen Just. And I mentioned, as I started to say, if there's one advantage right now for Minneapolis, it's they've got the Knights in foul trouble. Shot though, corner, left side, good. And Tuttle is third three, and 11 in the quarter, 19 for the game. Off the bench, Will Tuttle. I'm gonna call it already our gem of the game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. In this one. Four and a half to play. Just into a wall of Knights, I should say. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Minneapolis. 61-33, and again, now a 28-point game. If and when the lead goes to 30, it would be a running clock for the remainder of the quarter and the game. Inbound, Just had it blocked out of bounds by Tuttle. Adami also in the neighborhood. Definitely a tale of two halves in this one. But Minneapolis hung right in there with the undefeated Knights. Shot off glass, good. And one. Basket good. Foul's going to be going on Jason Mars. Parks with the basket. That's his first point of the game. Going to try an old-fashioned three-point play with the bonus free throw. And missing the free throw, out of bounds off of Walker Tuttle. 61-35, 4:21 to go in the game. Knights are going to go to 7-0 and 2-0 in the NCAA League with wins over Minneapolis along with Southeast Upstalene. Meanwhile, the Lions are going to go to 1-6 and 1-2 in the NCAA League with a lone win over Republic County. Runner missed, and back to the free throw line is going to be Zach Nelson for Minneapolis. Mars called for his second personal foul. Knights 5+ over the limit. Just one so far in the quarter. Off the glass, up and good. That's Nelson with his 5th point. Second free throw up. I don't think he planned it that way, but he used the window, banked them both in. However they can get them. Don't stop. That was Adami momentarily. Or rather, Samuelson, now Adami. And halfway home in the fourth, the lead 24. 26. 24, right the first time. 61-37. Comes Carson Lehman. Also coming in is going to be Luke Holland for the Knights. See who they check in for. It's another foul on Mars, his third. And to the free throw line this time, Ryan Parks. So Lehman and Colin in. Out goes Adami. Out goes Samuelson. So the lone starter on the floor now for the Knights. As Colin and Lehman join both Tuttles, Walker and Will, along with Jason Mars, playing with 4 fouls. Mars, the lone starter, back on the floor. 61-38. In the corner, Tuttle for 3 again. That one no good. Between the rings now, we're approaching about 3:15 to go here in the game. Long one from the right side, well short, out of bounds. Knight ball. Back in the game, Dalton Kruger's going to check in. And out is going to go Ryan Parks for Minneapolis. 61-38. Just over 3 to play in the game. Again, first of 3 this week for the girls and boys of Sacred Heart. Back here at home Thursday night. St. John Beloit come to town. And then we're on the road Friday as we'll head west out to Hayes and Thomas More Prep, TMP and Sacred Heart on Friday. A couple of non-league games Thursday and Friday this week. Hope you'll join us if you can't make it out to Hayes for that one. 2:43 left in the game. 61-38. 23-point game. Quick inbound, Lehman with it. In the corner, Tuttle. Will Tuttle. Back to Lehman, near side. Colin, Mars, shot missed, tipped. And it's going to go out of bounds into the Knight student section over by the cheerleaders. (61-38). 2.5 to play, and the clock rolls. Shot up, boy, just 23 to lead all scorers. Knights with it now. There's Will Tuttle again, back to the near corner. 3-point shot up, missing by Colin. Put back up, Walker Tuttle is up and good. Seventh Knight to score now. A couple more off the bench for Sacred Heart. 1:52 left and a 23-point advantage. Out high, Colin, near corner, Walker Tuttle again. Boy, that, jeez. Unbelievable. 4 threes in the quarter, 14 overall in the fourth, 22 in the game, did not score in the first, by the way. I'm not sure if he even got in the first. My memory serves me, I'm not sure. Up and under, shot good. It's good by Zach Nelson. 4 in the quarter, 8 for the game, but again, hard to argue. Will Tuttle. Oftentimes I have a hard time picking one individual player for the gem of the game, but in this case, Will's making it pretty easy for me. He's shot out of his mind here in the fourth quarter. A minute left. Kicked out to the near corner again. Shot up, missing. by Cullen. Putback is up and good by Mars. Mars with 5. Final 45 seconds in this one. Around the arc it goes. Shot from the right side up and good. It's Joseph Wool. His first point since the second quarter. He's got 5 in the game. 30 seconds left. And right in front of me, literally about 6 or 7 feet right in front of me, Will Tuttle dribbling it out, and this looks like this might be it right here. Just dribbling the clock out now, down to 10 seconds and counting here in the game. Final 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Final score 68-44. The Knights win it. Definitely a tale of two halves. We'll come back with a post game. Hopefully catch up with the head coach of the Knights, Brian Gormley. Give you some final score numbers and again talk about our upcoming games this week. Still 2 more doubleheaders to go, Thursday and Friday. More to come here as you're listening and watching Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of north central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
Welcome back to night basketball here on Salina Post. Audio and video brought to you and presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Final score 68-44, but wow, going back to the first half, nip and tuck, the Lions got the game going. They went up 4-0 early. Knights come back to tie it, but Minneapolis goes up again 6-4. The Knights do come back and go up 11-8 after the opening quarter. In the second quarter, more of the same, really back and forth, and each team with 14 in that second quarter. So we go into halftime, our score 25-22, and a really nip and tuck game for the first 16 minutes. But then the second half, a tale of two halves, to say the least. The Knights only give up, well, at one point they'd only give up 9 points early in the fourth quarter, but the outscore, the big difference being the third quarter, where the Knights outscored the Lions by a count of 20-6. So after three, it was 45-28. The Knights led by as many as 27, actually 28. But then the Lions a few. Well, hold that thought as just a couple quick comments from head coach of the Knights, Brian Gormley, and coach, your first of three this week. Congrats on the win. I just want to I just mentioned a tale of two halves, and well, the bad. I know I kind of joking about it on the air, but I know you weren't real thrilled at a bunch of the things you saw. But talk a bit about the first half and just what wasn't going right for you guys.
Well, first of all, Minneapolis, they're a well-coached team, and it doesn't matter what their record is. They're going to come in and play hard. And they got some shots to go early, and we didn't, and it just gave them confidence. They played really well in that first half. The thing I was really most disappointed in, and we challenged the guys at halftime, is the fact that we were missing shots, but we weren't offensive rebounding. After Jeff left the game with 2 fouls, we weren't picking up any more offensive rebounds, and we had plenty of opportunities. Well, I think you saw in the second half, Evan crashed, Jason crashed, Mike Matucci crashed. We got some second chance opportunities, and even though we weren't always clean with the putbacks, you're just giving yourself better opportunities when you're following up. We got to learn how to follow up missed shots. We're not the biggest team, but you could still run down some offensive rebounds, and we're plenty athletic enough to do that.
And 20-6 was the count in the third quarter, so really you got the big run there, and I know you got them in foul trouble, and we're thing for you guys, really the catalyst for that big point spread in the third quarter. But I got to mention the fourth, and Will Tuttle, 22. I wasn't sure if he even got in the first quarter.
No, he didn't. He didn't play first quarter.
I didn't think he did.
We were planning on bringing him in the second quarter near the start. And Will's a heat check guy, man. I mean, you saw him down at Southeast of Saline where he hit 3 in the second half, and I think 4 in the game. Mm-hmm. And then he comes out tonight. Coach Pauls was saying I think he's averaging maybe 14 a game in the last 2 fourth quarters. So he's doing a good job there. But I think part of that's testament to the unselfishness of our seniors, because when Will's hot and they know to find him, and they do, and he's getting his shots, whether he's out there playing in the first quarter or we check him in late off the bench.
I mentioned, too, at that game at Southeast, you mentioned more than once that, he sets himself, he gets a good pass and a good shot, and it's more than often than not it's going to go in.
Yeah.
But great showing by your guys here tonight, and I know you got 2 more games, another home game Thursday, St. John Beloit in town, and then TMP at Hayes on Friday. Just to ask you real quick, St. John Beloit, your next opponent. Any quick thoughts about them?
They are a scrappy team. They played Ellsworth, who's definitely one of the top echelon teams in Class 3A. They played them to 3 points. And everybody you talk to says the same thing. Scrappy group. And then they can make enough shots, and they make it difficult for you every possession. And we're not strangers to playing St. John Beloit. played them every year for the last 4. And you kind of see that same mentality. They're a well-coached team, and they're coached to be aggressive, and they're coached to play hard all the way. So it'll be a fun one here Thursday night. It's kind of Catholic week for us for the rest of the week because we'll host St. John's Beloit, and then we'll head out to TMP on Friday.
I didn't even think of that. That's a good point. Coach, congrats on the win tonight, and going to enjoy that one right now for the short term, but then St. John Beloit coming up on Thursday, another home game. Good luck in that one, and congrats on tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. That is head coach of the Sacred Heart boys, Brian Gormley, as again, a tale of 2 halves. Nip and tuck in the first, but the Knights pull away in the second and win it by a score of 68-44. Quick scoring in the game, 23 by Owen Just for Sacred Heart. Zach Nelson, 8. Also, Joseph Wolf, 5. Dalton Kruger, 5. And Ryan Parks with 3 for Minneapolis. Meanwhile, for the Knights, 22 by Will Tuttle. And again, he is, without much question, our gem of the game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. 15 for Michael Matucci. 11 for Max Ehrlich. 8 by Evan Bogart. 5 apiece for Jason Mars and Luca Adami. And 2 points off the bench for Walker Tuttle. Again, Will Tuttle, our gem of the game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. Congratulations to Will and the Knights tonight on a big win. The boys game and the boys team for Sacred Heart, they earned the split. The Knight boys 7-0 rather, 2-0 in the league now. The Lions fall to 1-6 and 1-2 in the league. Meanwhile, the Lady Lions also stayed perfect, 7-0 and 3-0 in the league, as they beat the Sacred Heart girls 53-39 in that ball game, and another run into the second quarter in that one, and the beginning of the third, really one run that was the big catalyst for that victory, a 13-0 total run between the end of the second and the start of the third quarter in that one. So final score in the girls game, the Lions win it 53-39. Final score in the boys game, Sacred Heart wins it 68-44. So for Avery Cadle, I'm Adam Coulter. Again, our next game's coming up Thursday night. We'll be on the air at about 5:40 here on Salina Post and online with our streaming audio and video. And again, St. John Beloit is the opponent. Right back here 2 nights from now, our second doubleheader in what'll be 3 games and 4 nights all told this week. And we'll have that for you coming up on Thursday evening. So again, for Avery Cadle, I'm Adam Coulter. Thanks for listening to Sacred Heart Basketball. Again, the Minneapolis girls win it 53-39. The Sacred Heart boys win it 68-44. Good night from Sacred Heart.